I thought of something real simple we could add to our E blues scale. These are like harmonized licks, they're kind of parallel. You've heard that before, I'm pretty sure, or you've probably played it. Well, let's just review in case somebody has not played this yet or needs to remember. Maybe we'll come up with something new to add to what you already know. So I'm at the 4th fret, key of E. I'm going to use middle and ring fingers. Sometimes people might want to use index and middle. That seems like it's kind of twisting your arm in a weird place. So this is a good exercise. This is a little more just ergonomic if you use middle and ring at the 4th fret, 3rd string, 1st string. That's a B and a G sharp, which are part of an E chord. Remember, the E chord is made of E, G sharp, and B notes. If you go through your E chord, you'll find those in there. But only here they are up the neck. So you could just stay right there. But if you want to move on, we'll figure that out. But notice I was sliding up to it. That's something sometimes my beginning students have not tried yet, just to rip up the neck and land at the right place. Hopefully you don't end up on the 5th fret. If you do, dust yourself off and keep moving. So, next move, you might take it 1 fret down to 3rd fret. So let's say we go 3rd string, 1st string, 3rd string. Take it down 1 fret. Sounds kind of dissonant, but if you keep moving to the 2nd fret, and then you can hear it wants to resolve. So I'm kind of like hanging, making a little suspension here. And that's resolution on the 1st fret, 3rd string, and open 1st string. So that's a G sharp and an E. Remember how that's part of a chord of the E chord, E and G sharp and B. And you might want to do a hammer-on. You could skip the hammer-on. That's fine, but it's a little more spicy to... It's almost like yodeling. Which, in fact, yodeling would use a scale like this, like a singer would go... I'm not going to try to yodel, but they would use their voice to go... Yeah, I used to play in a band where a lady would break into yodeling. I'm like, where am I? What is this? This is terrifying. Please stop. But I remained silent. So, one more time. I'm going to try it with a pick. I was using my thumb and index of my picking hand. But you can use a pick. You could even get a little chunk of a chord on the end. That's 1st, 2nd, and 3rd strings, which would be E, B, and G sharp. And you could even bring it home to the big E chord. So this lick, you can really modify it, do variations, twist it, improvise, experiment, and do different things. So don't just do this, see if you can. And it could also launch, your blues scale. And your chunky blues rhythm thing, man. You like chunky stuff? I do. So it's very basic stuff. You've probably heard it a million times. You've probably played a little bit of that. Maybe just a little reminder to try it again and see if you can, you know, maybe try it on another chord. So if you went to A and B and way up, I kind of scuffed a D string in there. That sounded bad. So you might use your middle finger to block that fourth string. So I didn't block it, so I got a honk sound. We don't want that. You could mute the second string. You might end up on that. We've talked about that shape. The 12, 12, 13, which is just the E chord, an octave up. And you can add more. So you can add endlessly. That's what's fun about this stuff. Even though it's old, you know, familiar, kind of overplayed, whatever, cliche, hey, it works though. It's a good licks, man. So you can do it on A, B, and high E, or any chord you want. E flat, A flat, B flat, whatever. Play any chord. You can do this treatment too, which I'm not going to cover every chord right now. Let's just keep it on E, and this will relate to our E blues idea, E blues scale. You know, step 8 or 9. I lost track, but thanks for letting me show you that idea. I got students coming in a minute, and I'm excited to see them. Yes, very exciting. So thanks again. Keep practicing, man. It's good for you.